Right, here we go. It's 5TC here back with another video, and today I have some pretty sad news. So as you can see here on the screen, today we're looking at the PlayStation vlog. And for those of you who don't know, I am a gamer. I do have a PlayStation 5. I don't really play on it. I don't really play my games that often, but I do have a collection of games for my PlayStation 5. And today I have some pretty sad news. Today, July 1st, 2026, PlayStation has just announced that they are basically killing off physical media. The games will no longer have physical copies. Now, me, I personally love physical copies because I can actually own my game. So, like, for those who don't know, there's like two types of games you can buy. There's physical copies, and then there are digital copies. Digital copies, you have like the physical disc. It kind of looks like a CD or a DVD. It's like a round circle. And a digital copy, well, you don't own the disc, but like basically have like a license to play it online. But like the gaming company, the studio, the whatever, they can choose at any time to remove it from you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You won't even get refunds. But those are just my opinions about it. Let's get into the facts. I don't want to get too emotional about this yet. So today they released this article called Physical Disc Production Ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. So for those who don't know, basically what this means is that for any new game releasing in January 2028 and above, they just will no longer have physical discs. There will be no physical component. We're gonna get the download code in a box. That what Rockstar did with GTA 6. Now I didn't talk about this when it came out. I kind of wanted to do a video about it, but a lot of people were talking about it. This is new. This happened like 3 or 4 hours ago, and so far there's a lot of videos about it. But yeah, for the physical, quote unquote, physical copy of GTA 6, it's just a download code in a box. So there's no reason to even buy it. Like, just buy the game digitally. But that's a whole nother can of worms I don't feel like opening in this video. So they start off by saying, in response to shifting trends and consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. So basically, like, because Sony, they believe everyone is just buying games digitally only. But here's my opinion. The reason why you're seeing a rise in digital copies is because games are only offering digital copies. So, like, when you only offer a certain format of gaming, of course people are gonna buy it because, like, that's the only thing that's available. And yeah, Sid Schumann, he made this article, and it's not a long article, so I'm just gonna like glance through it real quick. So basically what they say is, as consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. And sorry if I sound like a bit nasally or a bit weird. I usually never ever record on my computer. And also, like, I just woke up and I just had breakfast, though. Well, not really breakfast, but lunch, anyways. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or PlayStation Store. And yeah, they have to do the corporate. We remain committed to delivering a world-class experience. And also, they do have updates about the PS3 and the PS Vita, so I'm going to open this real quick. And I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but basically what they're saying is, like, starting in August 2026 in Mexico, Honduras, and Nicaragua, I don't know if I said that right, but they will basically be closing the PlayStation 3 store. And in other countries, like, they'll be closing the PS3 and the PS Vita store in July 2027, which, I mean, that's just a natural progression, but like most people, now I don't want to talk about this too much, but most people are just probably going to jailbreak their consoles anyway, because you don't really need the PlayStation 3, so granted, like most people don't know how to do it. I don't really know how to do it, but that's kind of besides the point. So yeah, this was super disappointing news. Like I just woke up like 1 hour ago, and I checked my phone. So I just checked my phone and I was looking at some news and yeah, I got this bombshell. But there isn't really too much to say. I don't know if there's any comments, so yeah, there are some comments. Do not like this. I've always preferred physical to digital. Really disappointing news. Terrible news. RIP game collecting. So yeah, a lot of reasons why people like physical games is because, well, for one, you actually own the game. Like you actually own a physical copy of the game. Like with the digital copy, they could just revoke the license anyway. So there was another situation recently. I think it was Studio Canal. They had a bunch of digital movies. They basically started shutting down, or PlayStation shut them down, but something happened where they were shutting down, right? And they basically removed all their media, all their movies off of people's library. So even if you paid for it, it's completely removed. Now, I would be fine with them removing it if they at least refunded players, but that's not going to happen because they don't actually own it. They just own a license to it. Like if you own a physical movie, like a CD or a DVD, they can't remove it from you. But I mean, unless the console just completely shuts down and stops working, but you still have that physical copy. So yeah, I'm gonna keep scrolling down. We literally own nothing now but licenses. This is a horrible decision, Sony. I have no idea what that says. That's French, but I took French back in 9th and 10th grade, but I can't even read what this said. So yeah, there's just a lot of people just complaining about this, as rightfully so. Now, I don't know how much I want to scroll down because I don't know exactly what they're going to be saying. Yeah, we're going to scroll back up to the top. So, what I wanted to get into today are my gaming predictions for 2026. This is another part of the video, so I'm kind of done talking about PlayStation, kind of. So, a few days ago on June 29, 2026, I basically compiled a list of gaming predictions for the future from 2026 and above. I had no clue, I had no idea Sony would release this bombshell today on July 1st. Like, I literally had no idea. But yeah, here are some predictions. I kind of want to go over them real quick. I know you can all see them on screen, but I kind of want to go over my gaming predictions because I don't really do a lot of videos complaining about stuff. But I feel really passionate about this. So yeah, let's move it in real quick. So basically, here's what it is. My predictions for the future of gaming from 2026 and above. Will I be right? Will I be wrong? Only time will tell. Well, I think I was right. Yeah, so gaming consoles. I started off with the PlayStation 6, so it'll cost $1,000 at launch. Well, we've already seen the price of the Steam machine, which is more than $1,000, and there's 4 models. But yeah, the Steam machine, that was something totally different. But if you want to see the price of the Steam machine, I'll pull it up real quick. So yeah, I had to open the stream in a new tab. So yeah, this is the Steam machine. Oh, okay, I did not expect that to happen. So yeah, 1,049 for 512 gigabytes. And these are all the specs. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what any of this stuff means. Like I know what micro SD is, I know what Bluetooth, and I know what Wi-Fi is, I know what Steam OS is, but I'm not gonna pretend like I know what all of this. Now, if you want to get it with the controller, you have to spend like an extra $100 or less than $100, but the basic version doesn't come with $100 for 2 TB, 1,349. And then for this, obviously, if you want a controller, which I know that was just for Steam, but I feel like we're moving into a future where when you get a game console, you won't even get a controller. Like you'll have to spend an extra $100 to get a controller, which is just insane. So yeah, now we scroll down to no disk drive. I guess I'm pretty much right because starting in 2028, there will be no physical disc copy, so I was pretty much right about this one. They'll just completely remove the disc drive altogether. Gone are the days of actually owning your media physically. And the second and third kind of go hand in hand. All media downloads will be digital. Basically what I said before, everything will be digital. No, there will be no physical discs. And PlayStation, they pretty much just solidified this. 2028 or 2029 release date. I'm now I'm kind of looking towards 2029 or 2030 But I mean, I don't know. We don't need a PS6. Like we really do not. There's barely any games for the PS5. Most games for the PS5 are just remasters or ports for the modern console. And I have a PS5 and I like my PS5. I don't really use it. I don't really play on my console that much, but I still have physical games. I still have physical game copies that I would like to own. And I'm just gonna give my kind of overall thoughts about gaming, I guess, in this document. Now for the Pro model, because we have the base model and the Pro model, I kind of predict that it'll be anywhere between 1,250 to 1,500. It'll probably be more than that, because the Pro model has to be more expensive, but I think it would probably be anywhere between 250 and 500. AI powered menu and features, like we all know AI is getting huge. I'm not like a huge fan of AI, but like I'll admit, like it's huge. Like I mean, there's no doubt about it. So yeah, AI will play a massive part. I feel like Sony is just gonna completely replace all their humans with AI. And like we'll see some menus that were generated by AI, games that were generated by AI, features that are AI generated, backwards compatibility. Now I did believe this. Like I thought it would be compatible with PS5 games. Many people want compatibility with PS4 and PS5 games, but I feel like the recent news of what we just learned here, I don't think it will be backwards compatible unless they have the game available in the PlayStation Store. I don't think backwards compatibility will actually be a thing because I didn't know this, but apparently the PS4 was never compatible with PS3 games. And it's crazy because I used to have a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 3, and I felt like it must be a Mandela effect because I felt like PS3 games were compatible with it, but it was a different type of disc or something they used. But yeah, I don't know if they're still gonna do backwards compatibility. Expensive disk drive model. Basically, I think I said if they do a disk drive model, it'll probably be more expensive. But now I don't think they're even gonna do a disk drive model because they're killing off all physical medias. No games at launch. We've already kind of seen this with the PS5, and that's kind of like it's a new console, so gaming studios kind of need more time to release a game. And if we do get games, it'll probably just be a bunch of remasters because like and there are a lot of new games coming out for the PS5, but I don't really follow gaming. I mean, I do follow gaming. There's just not a lot of games that really appeal to me. Better graphics, and the consoles get better. The graphics and performance gets better. Or it should get better. Now, this is for games in general. $100 games. As we've seen with GTA 6, the game is $80, but the base game is basically $100 because they lock off a bunch of features and cosmetics behind a paywall. So I don't really want to get into that, but I do feel like that will definitely happen. And like with the rise of $80 games, thanks to Nintendo. Now, I actually have learned that Nintendo isn't responsible or that they aren't the ones that started doing it, but like they pretty much popularized it, so addition exclusivity, yeah, they will just start. Basically, what this means is they'll start locking a bunch of exclusive games, not exclusive game, but a lot of features behind certain editions, and it'll probably be features that you actually need. High graphics, low quality. Yeah, we're already starting to see the games. Like game studios, they're making games that look good, like it looks amazing, but it just has terrible gameplay, terrible storyline. Same thing for quantity over quality, where they start mass producing a bunch of games to make people happy, but the game quality is just terrible. Download codes become the norm. We were already seeing with the physical copy of GTA 6, which isn't a physical copy, it's just a digital copy just with extra steps, where basically you get like a 12-digit code and you activate it on your PlayStation or Xbox account and you get the game. But obviously if the game servers shut down or if your account gets banned or hacked or deleted or the game mysteriously gets removed for whatever reason, you no longer have access to that game. So features left out, like they're just gonna start leaving features out of games. Like they're gonna start making games will just be unfinished. Like there's really no sugarcoating it. Like we're already seeing this with Lego games. Like with Legacy of the Dark Knight, like a feature that everyone wanted was character customization, which you can make your own character with their own powers. And they also left this out of the Skywalker saga. Like they're just leaving features out of games that like we've had character customization, and I think the reason why they're doing it is because they want people to buy DLC. But DLC and character customization are two completely different things. And I'm already kind of getting heated this video. That's a physical disc, yeah, I'm pretty much right about this. And for everyone thinking that this is just a PlayStation thing, oh, best believe Xbox, they will definitely follow behind. And I think Nintendo is already following behind with the Switch 2. Because I believe with the Switch 2, it's just game key cards, which, yeah, you actually get like a key card, but like it's still a digital copy. So it's kind of like a hybrid, but it's not even really a physical copy. It's just like a sad excuse of a digital copy. And again, I don't have a Switch 2, but I do kind of have like a funny story. Like, I remember I told my father to get me Lego Marvel Superheroes, like for a birthday I had a few years ago. And I guess I didn't realize that it was a download code only. Like when I saw it, I thought it was a physical copy. So when I got it, it was the download code, and I tried to redeem it, and it didn't even work. And I think it was like a UK region locked, which I could have swore it said US on Amazon or GameStop, wherever I got it from. So yeah, I never got that game. Now, I did end up getting the game, just not that specific copy, but I did end up getting like the actual physical Nintendo Switch cartridge. For subscriptions, I feel like there's gonna be a point where you need to you just need to buy a specific gaming subscription to do anything such as playing or downloading games. Like if you want to do anything on your console, now you have to buy a subscription. Now I do know there's the Xbox Game Pass and the PlayStation Plus, but I mean like at the basic level, you will need to do if you want to do anything, you have to get that you have to get that subscription. Now I also suggested console-based subscription, like where like there will be subscriptions that are exclusive to a console. Now we have things like the Game Pass and Plus that apply across various consoles. Like you can use PlayStation Plus on any PlayStation model, I guess that supports it, because they're closing down access to the PS3 and the PS Vita. But most people just hack or mod their PS Vitas or PS3s anyway. I'm not saying it's good, but that's what most people are gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do when I get my PS Vita. But yeah, I predict all games in the future, like at some point in the future, there will be subscriptions that apply only to one console for like the PS6. Like you will need a subscription to specifically play on that console. Yeah. I just hope no Sony executives or Xbox executives are watching this video, because then they're gonna see all of this and say, hey, I think I know what we should do. So yeah, $1,000 consoles, I kinda said this before for here, but we've seen the Steam Machine, we've seen Xbox Project Helix. Now for Project Helix, I don't think they've actually revealed a price yet. But most experts, most analysts suggest it's going to be anywhere between $1,000. Well, it'll be more than $1,000. So I feel like at that point, you should just buy or build a gaming PC, which is what I would do if I had the skills and the money to do it. But I feel like just buying a gaming PC, getting extra storage for it, I feel like that's really what you should do. I don't really feel like there's a reason to buy a console anymore. Like, I guess we can close this now. So those were all my predictions, but I am going to close this video soon. But I just feel like at this point, there's really no need to buy a console. You should just buy a PC, because all the games, you won't own the game anymore. You're just going to have a digital license, and I'm just so disappointed about it. I mean, it was expected. Like, I literally made a document for it, but I didn't expect that for 2 or 3 days in the future, they would actually follow through with it. So yes, PlayStation, they just completely killed physical media. And for everyone saying, oh, well, we still have Xbox, just better believe that maybe later on today, or a few days, or in a few weeks from now, Xbox will do the exact same thing. And Xbox is a whole nother can of worms. But yeah, because I think it's just this line that makes me mad the most. In response to shifting trends and consumer preference, new games will only be released on the PlayStation Store or digital retailers. And the whole reason why is because when we only release a game digitally, of course people are gonna buy it. Like GTA 6 is only available digitally, so if your PlayStation or your Xbox account gets hacked, oh well, you're screwed. But that's kind of it. I don't really have anything else I want to say. My next video should be more fun than this, because I actually do have something I want to show off. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.